The point of this video is to show you extremely, and I mean really extremely close-up shots of the specific tool. Now in this video I'm going to focus more on the ball gouge. So I have here, I think this is birch ball, rough out ball, and it collapsed quite a bit on this right side here. You can see it looks like an egg shape. So here it's 7.25 inch diameter or width, that's 184 mil, and lengthwise is 8 inches, 200 mil. So around 16-17 mil discrepancy, so should be really interesting. And there was a big crack or something here in this area, that's why I left this sort of a tall foot. So now, as you can imagine, the tenon is also extremely warped. So for the moment I'm just going to clamp it in the chuck the best way I can, tighten it, and I won't bring the speed up, just a little bit, until I make a little recess on the inside. Square and scraper, this one is 19 mil 3/4 of an inch wide, 6 mil thick, and the recess should be around here. So you can hear by the sound that I've reached the smooth part of the timber, and you can see tiny groove on end grain lengthwise, and then widthwise we have slightly deeper, but that doesn't matter because I have enough room or a ledge that I can expand the jaws in. So I can feel that seated all the way, and I expand lightly. So that's now really nice and solid on the chuck. So like I said, I'll be mostly focusing on ball gouge this time in this video. So this one is 16 mil diameter, and that's 5/8 of an inch. This is M42 steel from Crown. This is my signature ball gouge, and at the end of the video I'll give you an update when these will be available alongside a new batch of refiners. So like I said, 16 mil diameter bar here, and this is asymmetric grind. I did get an interesting question asking what actually is asymmetric grind. So on the right wing you can see you have quite not so long of the wing, and on the left wing you can see full curve and much longer wing. So if you envision from the bottom of the flute to the right, it's almost like traditional grind, especially here half of the wing towards the bottom. It's really upright, as you can see, not much of an angle. From this point, from the middle of the right wing, it flares out a little bit just to make a little bit more clearance. And if you envision from the middle to the left, it's like pretty much any standard fingernail profile grind, but this one has slightly more curve to it than usually. And the angle, I can actually tell you exact angle, because just for the sake of these questions I bought protractor. So let's see. Now the bevel angle here on the nose of the gouge is a little over 40 degrees. So I'm always in the range from 40 to 45, somewhere in that range. Sometimes it may be, I don't know, maybe 39. It really doesn't matter all that much, at least to me. So what I want to do is just true up the bottom first. I just need to drop the rest a little bit. So I'll be using the left wing to make a smooth part here. Now here I can rest the bevel and nice and slowly to the center, and you'll see that's perfect surface. Now I need to true up the diameter here. Now I'll be using just left of the point, so the point of the gouge is here. I'll be using this area to the left. So at this stage, all I want to do is just true it up. Take a little bit more. So now I need to true up the side of the bowl. Let the camera focus. So again, I'm using just left of the very point. Still a little bit more here. Now you should be able to see a little oscillation here at the rim, so I'm not true just yet, and you can see how my finger is vibrating. So I need to start again here from the middle. So there is still a little bit of original surface left here. So one more time. So now I need to true up the top. As you can see, it's quite out of balance, so I'll be using this time right wing, which is the bottom wing, and nice and gently I'm closing the flute at almost 3 o'clock. And take away sharp corner. So this is overall outside shape after everything is trued up. So should be really lovely. A bowl a little bit thinner because of that one side that crushed in during drying process. So now I need to think about what I'm going to do with this hunk of the base here. So again, back with the bowl gouge. Again, I'm turning relatively slower than my usual pace, just so I can show you all these close-up shots. So the ball now is running at 1281 RPM. One more time. This is 10 mil spindle gouge. I'm just going to make one more cut here. Nice and slowly. A little bead. Small bead. So I'm using left wing of the gouge as a shear scraper just to get these details. really nice and crisp. I think I can bring the foot here a little bit more curve, let's say. Okay, much better. So let's see now the surface. Yeah, that's clean, really clean. Back with the ball gouge, and let's make a nice simple curve. Here at the top it's a little bit thin, but that's a really nice surface. Now all the surfaces that you see on the outside, apart from the very bottom here, are finished. So straight tool finish, and you can see it looks really lovely. I like this detail from I think maybe Bob Stocksdale was doing this first, and I really like it. This sort of uplift here. Yeah, really nice grain and everything. I think this might be silica here, because I did notice the tools are getting just slightly duller here in this portion here, but overall the surface can be sanded with 240 grit without any issue. But we still need to finish up the bottom here, and then we'll flip it around. Back with the ball gouge, I'm just going to make a simple detail. Now, again, I cannot get right into a corner, and here it's a little bit more visible because we have a large curve here, and then you can see it is sort of a corner, but not as crisp as you get, let's say, with a spindle gouge. Just clean up the very center. There we go. And clean up this so it's not sharp. Let's see how that looks. Perfect. And the sanding on the outside is done. Just to verify if everything is as it should be. Yes, it is. We're happy with this. Maybe the foot here could be a little bit softer, so it's not as sharp. I've sanded up to 220 grit. Yeah, that's much better. And you can now see this uplift here, and then the bowl shape. Yeah, quite nice. Now this is VM120 chuck with shark jaws, and that will grip nicely, or it should grip nicely, sorry about that, right at the top of this bead here, if I make everything correct, and it is. So you can see it's a hairline gap. I can see a little bit of daylight on the other side, so, and a little bit of pressure, you don't need much, and that's running close enough to true. And now we can get the inside nicely finished. So first I'm going to finish up the rim. Nice and gently. And just to show you actually with the pencil, so if I find the narrowest bit, which is here. So I hope you can see how much timber on the narrow part. So here it's around 1/4 of an inch, here it's 1/2 an inch, 12 mil, here again maybe 2 mil, and back with a 1/2 inch. So speed is the same, 1279. Now what I'm trying to avoid is to get my hand in front of the gouge to mess up the focus, so hopefully I won't do it. So nice and gentle until I get into the wood. Now I can open up the gouge slightly and just go nice and gently. I'll stop here. Let's see the surface. Need to readjust the camera so you can see the rest of it going down. So that's a really nice surface. Again, I'm placing my thumb here as a stop in this way, and I'm closing the flute, raising the handle. I just want to engage a little bit of that's not what I want. So just a little cut, 1 mil, and now just nice and steady. I'll show you the shavings that I'm producing. So nice and steady. I'm supporting the back of the ball with my fingers. So these are the shavings I'm getting. So now I need to continue on down. First removing the rough bit. And just want to double check the thickness here. Okay, I have plenty. And again, I'll be supporting the back of the ball with my hand. I'll start slightly higher up just to pick up the cut. Nice and gently. No need to rush or to speed. Just let the tool do its job. Don't forget to turn. That's pretty good. A little... No, that's actually good. Maybe a little lump here. Okay, much better. And I'll stop here. I need to finish up the bottom with the scrapers. So that's really good. Now you can, if you want, use right wing of the gouge, this bit here, as a scraper as well. You're not following the bevel or riding the bevel, so like so. But you have to have a nice steady hand on the tool rest. But using scrapers is much more precise in my opinion. So this is ball scraper, 10 mil thick, 1 inch wide, 25 mil. As I'm moving towards the side, I'm easing off any pressure. Oh, that feels good, as a good surface, as a good curve. Let's see. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's ready for sanding. Let's try 180 grit. Let's see the surface. Yeah, that's really good. Few more seconds and that should be done. And that's done. Really nice. I didn't plug the holes here with the CA glue, I just left them as it is. Take it off. I want to show you, before I put the oil on and sign it, the bead that I gripped here, you can see there is no mark at all. So when it's perfectly sized and when you tuck the jaws into a really nice crisp corner like here, there are no marks that can be seen, at least with a human eye. So here it is, after a coat of oil. Looks really lovely. It has sort of a faded look, not so bright colors, but I kind of like that. And you can see different kind of pattern and colors at the bottom here. Now this tall of a foot, I could have reduced it and have a little bit more of a common shape bowl, but I kind of like this tall foot, and it's a little bit over 1/3 of the total diameter. Then that makes it really stable for everyday use. And again, you can see the bead here that is decorative, but also, as you saw, it has its function. So yeah, really pleased with this one. Now let me tell you about the tool update. As I promised, a little update on my signature line of tools. So the first batch, the first 100 orders has been fulfilled and sent out already, and most of them had already arrived in their new homes, and I'm really happy about all the feedbacks that I received from you. So once again, I'm really grateful for all your support. And now the next batch, as the Crown told me, should arrive in a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks. And it will contain 150 tools, 50 refiners, and 50 half-inch diameter ball gouges, and 50 5/8 of an inch diameter ball gouges. So in total 150 tools. And as I've said, it will introduce the next tool in my lineup, which is ball gouge. And after that, the next batch will probably contain another new tool, upcoming new tool. So again, I will keep you noted once those 150 tools arrive and once they are available to buy. I will announce it on YouTube like this, and also on my Facebook and Instagram. But also by that time, I'll figure out how to send out newsletter email to all of you that subscribe to my website. And again, it's a dream come true. I would not in my wildest dreams sort of anticipate this sort of demand and everything, but I'm really grateful, and thank you once again for all your support and everything. And thank you for watching this video, and see you next time.